Hi everyone, and in today's podcast we are going to talk about the evil genius theory seen by Descartes. This podcast will be divided in three parts. The first one will talk about the theory of an evil genius seen by Descartes and run through the counter-arguments. The second part will be a panel of the unique René Descartes. The third part will be cover the concern of Descartes and will discuss the counter-arguments. So, theory of the evil genius seen by Descartes is an extremely powerful, malicious spirit who strives to deceive him. He represents the most radical phase of his methodological. God would not be a deceiver. So here comes the evil genius arguments. For example, he may appear that he is sitting by the fire. The sensory experience could be an illusion or a dream. It helps Descartes doubting. The doubt is one of the most key part of the Cartesian method. One of the counter-arguments is that the evil genius argument cannot generate doubt about my own existence or the fact that I'm thinking. Not even an all-powerful evil genius can make me think that I exist when I do not exist. This would require making me exist and not exist at the same time, which isn't possible. And not even an all-powerful evil genius can make me feel that I'm thinking when I'm not thinking. This would require making me think and not think at the same time, which is impossible. Who is René Descartes? René Descartes lived a long and healthy life. Well, at this time. He was born in 1596 and died in 1650. He is one of the greatest philosophers and scientists ever. He was born in France and lived in the Dutch Republic between 1628 and 1649. In 1641, he published his influential book, Meditation on First Philosophy. In this book, he figures out what can be known for sure. Descartes describes that people cannot trust their senses. People acquire knowledge through their senses, but they can be deceiving. Descartes asks himself questions about all sorts of belief, and if he even finds the slightest amount of doubt, he removes that belief from his mind. The result of that exercise is that only mathematics is true. Using that base of level of knowledge as a starting point, he starts to build up his knowledge again. He argues that a person has to exist by writing cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Through the publication of this book and his other books, Descartes became one of the most influential philosophers ever. And a fun fact, at a young age, Descartes already convinced his teacher that he should only leave bed very late. He was often sick, and some extra sleep was beneficial to his health. He used this time in the morning to think and reflect on this idea. Descartes' time in Sweden was not successful. Besides his early morning, the Swedish winter had negative impact on his health, and he died in February 1650. So, the counter-arguments, they are so tricky. If we can't perceive the illusion and we're not deceived, then there is no evil and no demon. So, the concern is that if Descartes gave up on all of his knowledge, but if you were truly trying to build up knowledge from nothing, then all you could actually interfere from, I doubt, is they are fault. He is building his foundation with higher knowledge. The evil genius theory is a tricky theory with tricky counter-arguments.